trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Cree War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zoe. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Book art, 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 book art.
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise, cause I'm back and I'm on this track. Now let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders, I collect them all. Gotta make sure you're posing tight though. Make sure your lighting's right, yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about them. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game be too amazing. MUs, my nigga, that's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas, that's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper, nigga, fuck what you selling. I'm all up in the toy aisle, I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga built Maruby on that Google chat straight flexing. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spinning. They asked you for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Cree War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zoe. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Book art, book art, book art, book art, book art, book art.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir. We're
Officially back at it.
That's crispy.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 126, I believe.
Yep.
And nobody's ready, but we ready.
That's it.
No
No,
doubt.
we're ready. What are you talking about? I just stepped away to take care of a loud dog for no reason.
No doubt. No doubt. You got the dog. I got my neighbors upstairs with a fucking jackhammer right now. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we back. Saturday evening, 7:21 Eastern Time. Got my boys with me. Fabster, 360, Pancheesy. I'm not sure where Rick is at the moment, but once again, I'm your host, Boog Nice. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? Like that shirt,
Pretty
P.
good.
Oh, of
Pretty
course.
good. Going back to work on Monday, and I had to take 3 COVID tests in a row. It was kind of a whole thing, but looking
What?
forward to it.
Okay. You
That's
took
crazy.
3
I know,
COVID
yeah,
tests
maybe
already?
come in 3 days in a row. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, that's the whole thing.
Serious.
That's what Tom Cruise fought for, you know.
Basically. My
You
week.
mean, wait, you going back on Monday or Tuesday? Because you know Monday is supposed to be a holiday, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Monday though.
Oh,
Gotcha.
that's right.
Yeah, you know, whatever. We had enough holidays already, right? It's all been a holiday this whole pandemic.
Pretty much.
Same
We had
vibe, everything.
9-month-long holiday already.
Hell yeah.
Basically.
But
How about you, Poncho?
how
What
was
you
your-
been doing?
yeah, how was your
Streaming
week?
or something?
My week was okay. Coincidentally, I was like super sick all week. It was crazy. And my best friend is a doctor. So of course, legally, I don't ask him for advice. I consult my local physician, but I like to chop it up with him every once in a while about my health, you know, just for fun, right?
Right.
So I was talking to him about what was going on and how I was feeling, and he was like, "Yeah, you have COVID." And I was like, "There's no way." And he's like, "Yeah, probably not." He's like,
What?
"Yeah, probably
Yeah,
not. I've just been admitting COVID patients for the last 2 weeks in my rounds, so I think everybody has COVID now." And I was like, "Yeah, that's not something you just go around and just say, you know." pretty
Yeah.
pretty crazy. I feel great now, so
All right, that's good. What are you sipping on there, dude? Is that some Fanta?
no, it's just Kool-Aid, orange Kool-Aid. Maybe with a little something
This man
special in
P
there.
is drinking orange Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
It is what
I
it
don't know
is.
which comedian it was, but they were doing like this podcast, and one of them, you know, like has like one of those big like gallon jugs of water,
Mhm.
and the other one like reaches over for it to like see what he's drinking, and it's just filled with red Kool-Aid. This guy is walking around hydrating himself with Kool-Aid throughout the day.
You know, it is what it is sometimes, man. Sometimes you just need something a little bit spicier than water.
No doubt.
I know. Yeah, a quaff
Take you
for
back
me.
to your
like,
childhood.
That's it. So, what about you, Bug? What's
go
been
ahead,
going
Pete.
on with you?
This past week was pretty quiet for me. Nothing really crazy went on that I can remember. Yeah, nothing really crazy. It was quiet. It was a good work week as far as regular work and like, you know, getting stuff done on the channel and stuff. So feeling good. Just got up the Mezco Two-Face review a couple hours ago. Feeling good about that.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
I want to go ahead and get the White Skull up next, which I have not even opened at all yet, but I will open maybe during the show. So, but yeah, I'm
Oh.
feeling good, feeling relaxed.
Yeah, more of
Did
that.
we hear from Rick at all?
Yeah, Rick said he's gonna pop in.
Okay,
He'll
cool.
be here shortly.
So yeah, I don't
Rick
know
is-
what our topic list is looking like. Some things did happen this week. There are definitely some
Yeah.
notable
Yeah.
things to talk about.
So
It
on
was
this,
but-
pretty light week, but you know we're gonna try to breeze through it because we actually have a special guest this evening. I don't know if we're trying to announce it, but towards
it's in the
go.
title.
It's in the title. All right, cool. I do not even have the title up.
Yeah. So
I
like
had,
Fabio. Oh, go ahead, Bug.
No, I was gonna say I had actually alluded to a guest this week, like midweek in a update video too. But go ahead.
Same. That's what I've been doing all week as well. Like when I like chop it up with people in the Discord, or also when I do my live streams, I kind of was like laying in little breadcrumbs about who might be coming on this week. Of course, trying to be as mysterious as possible on the off chance it doesn't work out. But
Branson will be, of course. Yes, of course.
yeah,
Very good.
but
No doubt.
we can't go back now. So yeah, like David Vonner is going to be on the show. We got a couple of questions for him, a couple of burning questions. Going to be piggybacking off of the topic list for the last couple of weeks here on the show. We thought it'd be really interesting from his perspective what his top 10 figures would be. Of course, you know, David Vonner, a legend in the industry. So to get an insider look into
literally and figuratively,
exactly,
pun intended, on every account there.
Absolutely. So I think it'd be cool to chop it up with him whenever he comes here. But in the meantime, there is some news, like Boog said. We're going to talk about NECA, Mezco, third party, Mafex, and then if there's anything else, we'll throw it in miscellaneous. Then afterwards, we might talk some spoiler-free WandaVision, maybe, if anybody's seen it.
I've seen it, but Boog's only seen, what, the first episode?
Okay.
Yeah, just the first.
Okay. Yeah, well, we can keep it real spoiler-free, really, really light. But yeah, the first topic is NECA, if we want to just jump right into that.
Got this up right here.
Beautiful.
You know, it was pretty light. It was mostly like stuff that we already knew about, but we're just getting like, you know, more updates on, like new galleries and packaging photos and stuff like that. So just a quick update on the TMNT cartoon line, which is of course Target exclusive because it is designer and, you know, of higher quality.
Oh yeah, this does look really nice. Like when I saw these photos specifically, I was like, is this the same line that we've been talking about this whole time?
Yeah.
It does look like it's almost like an entirely different art style. But to be fair, like the only things we've gotten from this line so far, aside from April and Jason, sorry, not Jason, goddamn, Casey, was were just like, you know, animals and mutants and stuff. Like we haven't had like a straight up person. Of course, April O'Neil is on some like, you know, N64 GoldenEye big head mode
Right.
type deal. So seeing a normal proportioned human is a little jarring in this line.
Yeah. I actually totally forgot about this character. I don't know how, because the Rat King was everything back in the day. But yeah, this looks very good. I like the like you said, it's definitely a change of pace to have a humanoid character in the line for sure.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
like
yeah,
this
the
stuff.
Casey, this is a more straight up silhouette, and then the Vernon, of course, like completes that even more.
Yeah.
Battle of the rats here. We got
Basically.
the rat accessories
Yeah.
for Rat King. We got those rat accessories with Nosferatu.
Yeah.
So you know, you
And I
got the
think Master
cartoony
Splinter
look.
comes with a mouse too, so you can throw that
Really?
in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got the cartoony look for the NECA stuff, and then a more kind of realistic look for the Mezco stuff. So
Yeah, and here they have.
accessories.
Yeah, is it just me or does he look like fucking Tim Allen from like Home Improvement in the
Yeah. This is cool though. I mean, I'm glad the way that they figured out how to do the interchangeable like parts and everything is just
Yes, very, very, very true. I don't that color scheme to me looks like very much like Tim the Toolman Taylor.
brilliant. Right? But dude, this thing pops like when, you know,
It's
dark
really
highlights.
nice.
Yeah,
good.
for
And
sure,
then
for sure.
There's the previous offender right there.
Yeah,
Big
this
roll.
looks like it's gonna photograph really, really well. Well, it is photographing
Yeah,
really
and this
well right
Dios
here.
that they're photographing it on as well is like, I think scheduled to come out pretty soon as well. This is like the NECA cartoon specific like street scene dia that they've done.
Gotcha. So this is like a variant from the other one that they put out, just more cartoony,
yeah.
basically.
It's the third version of it because the first one was the one that came with the movie Turtles, and then they have like the generic one that was at retail, and I think it's being re-released soon. And then this version.
Yeah, looks good. Looks
I
good.
think it even
And
comes with a lot of these like paper printouts and stuff as well.
Oh wow.
yeah, we talked about this before. You talked about it as far as the value of NECA's diorama street scene thing. I believe it's back up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store too. So, you know, the what you get for spending, I guess, a little over $100 in comparison to dealing with a name brand diorama maker that's going to charge you, you know, minimum 200 and some change. You know,
Yeah.
so
And it's modular too, so different panels can get moved around, and you can even find ways to like take it apart and use the individual two sections as like bottom walls.
Yep.
It's pretty versatile. So, and it also makes just a great like shelf display too. So if you just want to like stick it up there and that's where you display your Ninja Turtles, it's like literally perfect for that. I think more companies should lean into that as well, like the Dio that kind of doubles as the shelf, let's say. Kind of like Snake Mountain, I think, is like one of those dope things.
Once again, I mean, this is the A.C.B.A. podcast. I can't stress enough how insane it is that companies are marketing in the way that they're marketing right now. This is all due in part to the displaying community and how popular display art is. This literally everything that these people are doing is catered toward people that want to take pictures of their toys. So pretty insane.
Hell yeah. Look at us. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have done it? All right.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of reviews where people will be like, because of a lot of stuff that, you might want to use if you do photography, like it's definitely like in the conversation. Like,
no doubt.
You can't display all of these accessories all at once unless you put it in like a scene and then, photograph it, unless you just want to leave it set up on a shelf.
Not only that, but just reviews in general, just the idea of somebody using a diorama as their backdrop for a review. Where do you think that came from?
There you go.
So
this is kind of a problematic image, isn't it? I don't know. He's
grabbed by the wrist. I know.
He's got her like, you're going nowhere.
looking a little rapey.
I don't know. Well, yeah, let's maybe look at that smile. I don't know, man. I'm a little uncomfortable. I think he looks better as a wolf, if anything.
I'm trying to remember this episode. What happened in this episode? The Rat King turns him into a rat, right?
Yeah. It's great pompadour, though.
I love he keeps the hair. Yeah, that's my bet. That's like the best part.
Right.
What happened to Splinter's hair? Splinter didn't get the same treatment, huh?
Right.
His mutation wasn't complete.
Right.
That's funny.
There's your Vernon and Rat King looking pretty cool together, and then moving into just a couple more quick hits. If you're into their 8-inch retro line and horror stuff, Victor Crowley from Hatchet's coming.
Wow.
These are like 8-inch scale, but big kind of gross muscular dude like this, you could maybe work into some 7-inch or 6-inch displays.
Where's his hair? Is it there?
I think it's supposed to be there. Yeah, it's like rooted hair.
Oh, okay. Whoa, rooted hair? Holy cow!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Move over Hot Toys, right? Let's go.
Okay. Hey,
so that's coming out. That's
I
cool.
Guess related but unrelated. Talking about big, sort of scary looking people. Did we ever get any figures from The Hills Have Eyes? Did any company ever do figures from that?
So. There's not a lot of companies that have done that, or Jeepers Creepers, but that's like for different issues. I know Mego just came out with Jeepers Creepers, but Hills Have Eyes would be like perfect for them too.
Yeah.
If anything, it would be like third-party companies or like 6 scale.
Yeah, they could really just choose a factory bottom of the barrel for paint apps. Doesn't matter if they get fucked up or not. Honestly, save a buck.
Yeah. All right, there's your Victor Crowley, and then we love Predator, right? And Alien.
I'm getting early podcast vibes right now.
Hell yeah. All right. Which is crazy because back then, I had the Lost Tribe, and now they're re-releasing the whole Lost Tribe on the Ultimate Body.
Oh my god! I'm pretty sure we predicted this back in like episode 20 or something. With you.
Of course, we knew it was coming, but to their credit, they've actually done a lot. It's almost like they've given them DLC as well. You know what I mean?
There
like they come with stuff that they didn't come with before, aside from the added articulation to kind of like add to the overall lore and kind of like
the new wave.
So I like this. They have on the Stalker Predator, he has a new like kind of chest piece armor that's removable and a unmasked head, which he didn't have before.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's kind of a more kind of slim, athletic, kind of long range scout or Stalker Predator. And then there's
are we due for a new Predator Alien movie this year or something like that?
Oh,
I feel like I heard that.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, Disney owns those rights now, so.
Really?
God, can you imagine?
Well, because they own Fox. It's gonna be crazy. So the Alien Queen is a Disney princess now, everybody.
Oh man!
Wow. Very funny.
All right, and then up next right here is the Guardian Predator, which, first of all, Poncho, do you recognize this box art at all? Does it look vaguely familiar to anything to you?
Like just the box art itself, or like the poses, or what?
The poses, the elements,
Huh.
you know?
It does ring a bell, but I can't quite put my finger on it now that you mention it.
I'm gonna pull it up, but maybe like in your mind, flip it around, like do it, like mirror it, you know?
Is it video game related or no?
It is.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I don't know. What
I'm
could
gonna make
this be?
on air. Are you really ready for that?
Yeah, let's go. What is this?
Okay, all right. I'm pulling it up right now. I didn't catch this immediately, but once it was pointed out to me, I just couldn't.
Is it
really
NES box art or something? Probably.
It is it is N box art.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, why can't I get?
Oh
like,
my
a
god,
good
but
image?
slow down, jeez.
Oh my god,
It's water. It's water. It's water.
this is the problem.
I'm not stressed or anything. It's just water in the wine glass.
Doing this all on the fly. Here we go.
Oh no.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
boy.
there we go. Okay,
She's
interesting.
a girl, I should say.
Yeah.
I just-
Okay.
I just think that's so fun, you know. But
You
it's
know
also
what?
a bit of a
I've
tease.
Recently, I don't know why
Flying
there was a lot of resurfacing of the Figma Metroid figure
Mhm.
recently. I don't know why I saw a lot of that, but that is still one of
The
Figma's best figures for
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Without a
And then
question.
having that to pair with the unsuited
Samus.
for her
Yeah.
is Samus. The Samus is really cool.
Zero.
Yeah,
Suit
and also
Samus.
you need it for your Smash Bros display, like we were saying. You know,
That's
that's
it.
kind of a huge
Yeah.
team to be built. Ambitious for sure.
That's it.
So,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
here's-
a cool reference for sure.
Yeah, I like that. And then in the background here, they've kind of done the flying alien queen, which was another like Kenner figure from back in the day that they haven't done yet. So if they do like the alien queen that they've already done and throw some wings on it, baby, you got a stew going.
Oh my god. Yeah,
No
it's
doubt.
it's funny. There's a guy on Twitter that I follow who did a Ridley custom, and he used an alien body for it, and he just 3D printed a head for Ridley.
That's
So that'd be the move for sure.
They might be able to get wings from like the flying gremlin or one of those figures
Oh,
that
yeah.
they've done. Would work pretty nicely. But anyway, here's the Guardian Predator, the figure
Very nice.
itself.
I'll be right back.
Basically the Predator 2 like armor and body with the prototype head from Predator 1. That means something to somebody, I'm sure.
So this is all slated for what, spring?
They're supposed to be coming out like one every month, basically.
Okay.
So this one is scheduled for doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say, unfortunately.
Are these
Pacific.
are the rats for the Rat King? They're articulated a little bit, huh?
Good question. I don't know. They don't look it.
No? Okay. I thought it looked like there was a little joint on the legs. I guess not. Okay.
All right, so I think that is about it for NECA, except for I guess the last alien thing is the Rhino Alien, which they've already done one version of. This is a repaint, but if you're into the Kenner stuff from Aliens, there you go.
This is what, from the video game back in the day?
It was supposed to be from a cartoon, but then the cartoon never came out, so it's literally just like the Kenner toy line. So
Okay.
that's where you have
got
like the Ripley with the red shirt and the ape home with the yellow shirt and stuff.
it. Mhm.
All right, that's NECA. Cool. Ninja Turtle stuff always coming at you hard. Predator still their bread and butter. So Mezco had a little bit of a drop this week. We talked about the White Skull that Boog alluded to. Having his review up pretty soon, but everybody thought that was on the 6th that dropped, and everybody thought 112 day is coming up, and we already know the Black Skulls are coming, so that's got to be the 112 day exclusive, right? The Black Skulls. Everybody wants the Black Skulls, the next army builder basically for Mezco, but instead they teased us with this the night before, and then it came out on 112 day. It's Batman Supreme Knight Darkest Dawn edition.
Nice.
Which is basically just like the Supreme Knight Shadow Edition that already came out in terms of like features and accessories, but with a different bodysuit and different colors.
I've seen a lot of people jumping on this one. This is I've seen a couple of people actually. This is like the first Batman that they're going to buy, and they're going back and backtracking and getting all the other ones from this like series. Yeah, pretty interesting. I like the chest, like the magnetized different chest insignias. I think that's a really cool idea.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot, but I hate the way this costume looks.
Yeah, the Supreme Knight was the first one to do this, and it made everyone go like, "Oh man, I wish like all the other Batmans that we've had, would have this feature." So it's I guess it's kind of cool that they would drop one more, that has the feature. But I like the colors, but yeah, I'm not crazy about the suit pattern. Like, I'm not like 100%. I like the textured part, but I don't know about like the pattern of the overlays. Like this kind of looks like a bra, honestly.
Oh no.
Well, those gray parts look real like cheap. Like I don't know. Like it looks like it's supposed to be armored, but it's just painted on the suit though. Like I don't know. It looks really weird.
It looks like it's supposed to be like leather pleated kind of stuff. But like it doesn't really like I'm sure if they blew this up to like full scale, then you could definitely see the difference between fabric and what that would be. But like at this scale, you just can't tell. Like you said, Boog, it looks like it's what we play, and you can see right there on his thigh, right there, it looks like it's supposed to be like a latch or like a belt, kind of
like an armor
looped
part.
in.
It's supposed to be like armor
just
there
painted on.
Yeah,
it reminds me of that. Of that meme that was just on Food's Gone Wild of the guy who painted a mask on his face just with black
optical illusion,
basically.
Yeah, I mean, again, I like the colors. I really like the blue of the PX one already, but it's that very like pearlescent blue. This just seems like a more like navy, like regular blue with no like shininess to it. But what really got me is the bright yellow of the symbol and the belt, because I actually want to put that on the Shadow edition and have like a Michael Keaton kind of look for him as well. And then
the Supreme Knight was supposed to be the older version of Batman. Am I right?
Right. Yeah. This is like stage 3 Batman.
Okay. One thing that they did really well with this figure was giving you the 2 capes. So the cape that had the bendy wire and stuff in it that you saw in that other shot, and then they have this more relaxed cape. So that right there is money. The different head sculpts is money. But again, I'm just not really a fan of this look. Go back a couple shots too for Batman in like the warehouse scene. Yeah, it looks like they got a bunch of boxes here from Terraformer too. So that's pretty interesting.
Well, this is Darius doing the photos, so yeah, he gets all that stuff from Terraformer.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. You know what? I didn't think about it that way. I thought about it as Mezco, but it's just Mezco saying, Darius, do your thing, and then he uses whatever he has. Got it. Yeah. That makes more sense.
And then another reason this is cool too is, like I said, it has the same loadout as the Shadow edition. So you get like the smoke effect, and you get the capes that all the versions come with, but only the Shadow edition and this version come with all of the heads, which is like the PX, you only get the long ears and the unmasked Bruce Wayne. The regular edition, you only get the short ears and unmasked Bruce Wayne. And then Shadows, and this one is the only way you can get like all of the heads for all the looks.
No doubt. Well, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of this one, but I do have it on the way for a review. So you guys can look out for that. I will give you my unbiased opinion on this. And, oftentimes when we see stuff from Mezco that doesn't really quite look that great to us in photos, sometimes when you get this stuff in hand, it really surprises you. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. McDoug calling it. He's saying that they're really getting their mileage out of the smoke cloud effect.
They really are.
God, I think there was maybe like 4 releases last year that in 2020 that had the smoke effect. Yeah.
They did it like 3 times with Gomez, baby, right?
Yeah, like 4, yeah. And then the gold skull, so I guess 5. But okay, so this is it was limited to 2 per person, and it dropped, and then I think it sold out in like 16 minutes. So at this point, it's probably too late to get on the wait list. But if you got on the wait list early, there's a chance it'll convert. There's actually been people who had the white skull convert earlier this week as well. So maybe Mezco is figuring out who the scalpers are and just manually canceling their orders and stuff. And that's
possibly.
some of the additional pre-orders.
I don't know. It seems like, and we've heard stories of them doing certain things as far as trying to cut the legs out from people scalping or whatever. But I don't know. Overall, it seems like they don't really give a fuck. But
No, not really.
but but this is
apparently only if there's somebody already in line ready to claim the money. If not,
right. This is shipping this month apparently though. So this might actually start shipping next week.
Yeah,
which would be cool. Are there any reviews of the White Skull out already? I guess this guy had a review first, right?
yeah, he's got one. I think Dorklair has one. I saw a couple people that I'm not subscribed to, but I know on my feed at least Darius and Bill from Dorklair have it.
Okay.
And they were pretty honest about it in terms of like, at least the White Skull, and they're like, yeah, it's a kit bash, so like, if you don't really have to feel bad about missing out on it because you're not really missing much other than the fact that it's like super exclusive.
Right.
So moving on to some Mafex from Mezco to Mafex. Really not a lot, just another tease, like we got for Homelander a little bit ago before they revealed the full figure. But we do have a little preview image of Billy Butcher from The Boys, Amazon Prime exclusive television show. Quite good.
Looks like we're gonna have a little baby accessory.
Yeah. Laser baby.
Mafex has some gym accessories over the years. Just little things that are really, really cool. The pencil hand with John Wick, the lighter with Scarecrow, dog with John Wick, so definitely this should be cool. Well, we'll see. Yeah. It's probably the baby's probably gonna have like some laser eyes and some shit. So
yeah, hopefully it has like a regular face and then maybe like a swap out face with slots for the eye things. Or
well, you're asking for a lot for a little baby.
Right. I don't know. It's like, I mean, you want to be able to see the baby from the front without lasers, right? I mean, there's got to be an option for that. The other kind of thing that we can tell from this is the soft goods on the coat, which is cool. I like that.
What do you think? You think they're gonna repurpose the Gambit coat here? That's what that is. You think?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think it's the same like tailoring necessarily, but maybe.
It's all about the head sculpt for Billy Butcher.
Yeah. I don't think patterning a new coat is quite as expensive as like, making a new mold of an existing coat.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it is like nominally like the same price just to be able to make a new coat. That's cool.
I just want to see them keep it pretty basic because they I don't know. I just was not happy with the soft goods on this Miles that just came out. So hopefully they not I don't know, but I guess they have to continue to do it to be better anyway. So it's it could go either way. They could stop doing this forever and I'd be fine with it. But
I wonder how many more characters we'll get from Mafex.
You never know. At first, I was kind of bummed about the soft goods on the Miles too, but I think like once you have like the jacket and the pants on him, and you kind of have him, you kind of have it. It's hard to really explain. So like you have it. I don't know. Like the opening in his chest is about as thin as his actual torso, but if you hide the edges with the jacket, then it looks much better. But like taking the jacket off and then him just having his shorts is a crazy visual because you just see how thin Miles is, and then you just got these like big ass shorts on him. It's super weird.
Have you tried to put the clothes on like the Marvel Legends version or any other version? I have not.
No. I don't have the Marvel Legends Miles yet. I do. I got the Peter B this week, and
I was actually talking about the older comic based Miles Morales. I actually forgot about the Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales Legends. I don't know that you would be able to do anything with that.
Yeah,
those pieces are kind of like fixed.
I even tried to. I have like a soft goods like green like a jacket on this like very old like Peter B like kit bash I did a long time ago, and I tried to put this over the Marvel Legends Peter B, but like the sculpted jacket is too thick to like fit in the sleeves of this soft goods jacket. So yeah, that's a good idea. Trying it out on the old buck, maybe it does look a little small. The jacket that is. So who knows, man? Who knows? We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'll try it in a little while.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't say when this is coming out though, so I'm not entirely sure. Maybe when they actually like show the full solicit, we'll get more details. But
yeah,
either way, pretty cool.
They love doing these little teases with that, huh?
Yeah, they love these little like from behind, like, ooh, we're so sly.
I know.
We'll probably see the full look for him next week. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop it within usually when they drop these teasers within the next week, they give you the full images. So
right, yeah, this will probably be on Monday, if anything.
Yeah, it's possible.
Very true.
All right, what's next, Mr. Punch?
We have third-party stuff on here. I sent links in the Facebook chat for sure. So third party is on here because Demoniacal Fit showed off their Android 18 from the Tournament of Power where she's in the tracksuit. They've been teasing that a little bit, and they finally showed us like a full render with like the full tracksuit and everything. It's the next photo over. Probably the best look you're gonna get. It's that right there, and I think this looks really good. There's another third.
That looks fire.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's the proportions are like incredible. They're like spot on. There's another third party company doing a Android 18 from this tournament, but they use like they're like recasting an old like Figma tracksuit body, and like her torso is like very, very long, and she's like also like really thin. And like, but it's a picture. It's like a buck from for like a teenage girl or something, like a schoolgirl or something from Figma. So it like totally doesn't match like 18 at all. It's pretty strange. And that one is actually shipping now. That other one, it's from the same company that did that Android 17 in his Tournament of Power attire. It's just like a recast and a custom job from, what do you call it, from like the SH Figure Arts release. So it's that same company, but this like Demoniacal Fit sculpt right here is completely blowing it out of the water. This is like unreal.
I can't really remember. Was that the color of her shoes?
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. These shoes might
not.
Like
they were white. I don't know.
They were white or like teal, maybe. Let's see. But her shoes might still be a little just not colored yet. Who knows? But the sculpt is incredible. Who knows if that's what it'll look like? No, man, that's the way her shoes look. It's like gray with like white at the bottom. Yeah, that's it. They look at us. We're getting it wrong. But I can't wait. They're saying March for this guy. I don't know about March. It seems like a little soon.
Yeah.
It says April? Oh, no. There's no way. Even April is still kind of a little soon. That's 4 months away. This is like just their render. Unless they're like getting it in factories right now. It's really hard to tell. But it's going to come with like an interchangeable face, interchangeable hair parts, and then a set of hands too.
I'm wondering, what do you think? That torso may be interchangeable too for
that's what I was
look
thinking.
For her hands in the pockets?
For the pockets. That's what I was thinking too. Like, is she just gonna have like open pockets the entire time if you don't have her hands in there? These are the burning questions.
Hands are like molded into it, and then you just peg in the wrists.
Oh yeah, that would be smart. And it's just a torso you just pop off. But like, knowing Demoniacal Fit's track record of like pegs, especially with like their Vegito and I think their Jace had some trouble too with pegs or whatever. Yeah, man, it's kind of a gamble there, So Who really knows, dude? All we can do is be hopeful. I mean, like, if anything, this release just means that SH Figure Arts and Tamashi is just gonna go, oh yeah, I guess we should release that too. Fuck these guys, right?
I was just about to mention that. Like, you know what? We see this now. It probably means that SHF got in the lab immediately.
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
like, all right.
Truly,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's so funny that like that third party Dragon Ball is the best thing third party Dragon Ball figures are doing is you know, basically pushing at the official company right now.
I don't know, man. Looks like they're stealing your hustle too. They got auras now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, word.
It's all good.
The hell?
It is what it is. that does look really cool that it comes with it, but you know, I know somebody who makes them better. I know him personally. I see him every morning in the mirror. It's pretty great.
Hope he's nice.
Is he nice?
That's crazy.
But
what's that little food accessory?
Yeah, scroll down to the Vegeta right there. So they announced this 2 weeks ago. I don't think we talked about it. Or no, they announced back in December. So this is like right after they showed off that Goku food pack, I guess Possessed Horse got in the lab and he was like, all right, time to make this bread, dude. And then he started sculpting this one right away. This is
maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, where it was the Goku one that we saw, right?
Yeah, the Goku one is official.
I forgot about this until we just saw this right now. I forgot that we were supposed to be getting the Goku set.
So this one is really great, dude. It looks really cool. Hopefully it's going to come with like this little curry and like the chicken. I mean, of course it's going to come with like the chicken and like why else would they show it, you know? But it's
curry rice parts.
Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. And it's a whole figure too. It's the whole Vegeta.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So like they're not fucking around, dude.
I guess they're not. I'm realizing that now.
Yeah, if like when Demoniacal Fit hits, they hit, man. It's really nice.
And what is this?
It's a damn it, I just forgot his name.
This is that guy that screams his own name all the time, right?
Sure.
Oh no, he screams the other girl's name.
It's Inuyasha. Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Not that one.
This one's really cool too. We never get like cool Inuyasha stuff or anything. Like so I mean, who knows if this is real? Like, you know, whenever these guys show off a 3D render, we never know like what's actually going to make it to the factory, what's actually going to make it in our hands. But it's at least cool to know it's in the wheelhouse for sure.
Somebody was asking if the Vegeta comes with a table. It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, man, that would be like the hat trick, right? Just comes with a whole ass table, stained and shit already. So
actually, look right here. It says furnitures and plates are not included. So this stack of plates isn't even included. It's
okay.
It's just this.
Where does it say that?
On the right here. It might be a little too low quality for you to see, but yeah, it's.
Oh, okay, like up here.
Yeah, up by the corner of the picture.
Okay, I see. Well, hell, I mean,
yeah,
like,
sorry, you have to get your own furnitures and plates.
Yeah, so it just says curry rice parts. Can you imagine them giving us just the mold of the curry and rice, but no plate?
Yeah.
Bring your own plates.
You might be onto something there, Punch. You might have to get your own plate for this.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, it's doable. I'm sure, like, a lot of plates. Like, just hit up a Hobby Lobby, right?
Yeah. I mean, except for all the weird Christian undertones all over the place.
Oh no.
I just popped a couple things in the chat that we just might want to touch on real quick too.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, while you're getting that together, 206 Toys just donated $10. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Shout out.
Said thanks for all you do. Incredible. Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah, check out 206 Toys on Instagram. It's got some really nice photography.
Thank you, dude.
Beautiful.
All right. I don't know if I can see this picture because it says content is not available right now, Punch. Whatever you sent from Plastic and Paint.
Oh, I didn't.
I sent that.
It
was a link. It was a link to. It was a link to the post NP&P, but it was a look at a Ecto 1 that's at Target right now. I think.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the scale is. It's $50, so I guess the scale is.
It's small. It's 1/18. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen people talk about that for sure. I'm just pasting the actual pictures in here for you, Fabio.
Gotcha. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah! So that's basically it for third party. Just the 18, the one that's shipping right now, which kind of looks like buns. I do not recommend anybody else get it, unless you're truly itching for 18 content, I guess. But just wait for this or Tamashi Nations, and then Inuyasha is coming out too, which is pretty tight. So
Okay, so I'm to understand that this is a Hasbro Ecto 1 for their Ghostbusters line, but it's not in scale with the figures.
Right? Isn't that weird? What a strange move, right?
What's the point?
Don't know. It's just some shit that like you want. Like I can only imagine that their like strategy for something like this is like, hey, you guys like Ghostbusters, right? Like right? Like there's no you would think there would be some sort of synergy with like, oh yeah, they like Ghostbusters. We put out 6-inch figures. Maybe we should put out a 6-inch scale, Ecto 1. And then some guys are like, nah, we don't need to do that, right? Like
I mean, I guess you could probably do some perspective stuff though.
You
It looks
could.
like it's got some working doors and whatever. It's probably not nice just to photograph as is. We don't have any 3/4-inch good Ghostbuster figures, do we?
Oh, I don't know.
Not really. That's the other weird part. It's like, were you supposed to? I mean, it's probably just supposed to be like a single display piece, but if they have the figures out there, why wouldn't they just, make the Ecto 1? I mean, I guess it depends on, like we talked about, the Ghostbusters line probably is one of the most peg-warmed lines of 2020. They kind of did the core characters. Yeah. Everybody who wanted them got them, and then after they restocked, they just kind of sat there.
Yeah, those things are, every time I go into my Target, not a single one has sold.
Really?
Yeah, it's rough, man. But my Target is like, it's got to be in like some sort of pocket dimension, man. Like it still has like those NECA, like TMNT, like Mutagen Tour, like t-shirt, like the fan pass set. Like the same 4 have been there forever. Nobody buys that stuff. And like I'm kind of looking at getting like the Mutagen Tour turtles just by themselves. And like over the last couple of weeks, and like every time I'm like looking on eBay and stuff, there's always listings mixed in for just that pack with like the t-shirt and like the tickets and like the backstage pass and stuff, going for like mad money, like $100, like $150. I'm like, check your Targets though. Like,
yeah, honestly,
they've got.
Wait, are you talking about like just the swag pack?
Yeah, like just the swag pack is going for like 150. Isn't that nuts?
What? I mean, I know the figures got cleared out, like the 4-pack got cleared out really quick, and then that stuff just kind of sat there.
Mm-hmm.
But very true. That's disappointing because I actually do want a Hasbro Ecto 1 to.
I feel like a lot of people do, man. You would think that's something that somebody would have capitalized on by now. Mm-hmm. Something so iconic from the 80s. Like, I mean, come on.
I mean, even Mattel, for all their faults, gave us like a pretty like complete Batman 1966 line, complete with like in scale Batmobile.
That's true. That's very true.
And that line peg warmed like hell too, And the figures weren't even great, like really flimsy soft goods and just kind of like ugly joints, but like, they were almost cartoony,
Yeah.
It wasn't even like they were based on the show, but like the cartoons of the show. But yeah, again, even they managed to give us like the vehicle. Mattel really like did that a lot. They gave us a lot of vehicles in scale. I mean, I guess McFarlane is too, but that's another line that I see peg warming. Like I went into Target yesterday, and they had the whole new Infect Superman and Azrael Batman, and they look cool. And like to Todd's credit, I was very impressed with the amount of plastic in that package. I looked at it, I'm like, damn, like these joints, like all of this figure feels chunky. Like it's so soft. But, I didn't get any of them. They had the full Merciless wave as well.
Yeah, I told you I was able to mess around with the Infected Superman a couple weeks ago. It is a nice figure to mess around with. And it photographs really nicely too. But, I can't get with McFarlane shit with all of this.
I know, dude. It's tough. Like, in terms of like a 7-inch scale line, like it definitely like looks impressive,
Mhm.
That's the other thing about it too, though. It's just 7 inch is just it's a weird scale to. It's fine for shelf displaying and shit, but like for dioramas and to actually display with, it's just weird. You got to get everything just a little bit larger. It's just weird. It's weird. It's like 1/10 scale and shit.
Mhm.
Like
Very
So
true.
Hey, so you want to talk about this Mandalorian head you linked?
I don't know. John Papa Sergio was, he's always putting us on to Star Wars shit or whatever. He had put a link to this guy's thing in plastic and paint. I thought the head looked pretty good.
I don't know. It's a little sus.
That
From here, it looks all right.
that one looks good. Yeah, that looks good. It looks decent.
But right here, I don't know.
It looks better than what we got from what they were teasing for Black Series, right? Didn't they tease an unmasked head for Black Series that looked awful?
Well, wait,
Yeah.
I've seen this head unmasked in toy form only. Isn't his jaw supposed to be like way wider? He's supposed to look like a caveman, right? Like, what's going on?
That really stringy hair, like really wet, matted down, like wet Hitman heart.
Basically. That's exactly how it looked.
But I mean, here it looks kind of, I don't know, maybe I think it might be a little like the mustache almost looks a little too thick when it's painted on because I don't know, the way it looks in the show, it's almost like really raggedy.
You know what? It could just be this guy's paint. I mean, maybe you want to get one that's unpainted and just have painted yourself, or have somebody, one of your go-to people, paint it. So it could just be his paint. But are those all the SHF versions of those characters? It looks like it,
I think so. Yeah, that's what he says here.
Do you have the SHF versions of these characters, Boog, or no?
I have the first suit of Mando on the right there in that picture, and I have IG 11.
Okay.
For SHF, yes.
IG 11 is great, correct?
IG 11 is great. I think IG 11 might be in my top 10 figures of 2020.
Oh, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the move on the actual Mando? Would you think Black Series suffices, or?
Oh yeah, Black Series is totally fine. If you are able to get the Beskar armor from SHF, it's cool to have. I wouldn't pay the money that you would probably have to pay right now, but the Beskar armor is definitely the better of the two from SHF. But you definitely need the neck peg extension for either one of them for it to be like sufficient.
Yeah, and to fit a cloth cape on it as well.
Right, that too. Yeah, if you want to swap out the cloak, you're gonna need that neck peg extension for sure, and it only costs like $4 or $5 too. So, but yeah, I think the Black Series Beskar armor with a soft goods cloak is very good.
Yeah,
I think it's good to go.
And then one last little Star Wars thing from Mr. Papa Sergio. We talked about this in the last episode in terms of
yes.
Hang on, let me open it in a new tab. There we go. We have all of the possible combinations for the Hoth Trooper.
Jesus Christ.
That's nuts, right? Isn't that nuts? For one army builder, man, that is really nuts.
So how many would you need? You would need,
100.
this many, right?
I mean, you need 20. You need 20 of them, right?
Basically.
God damn.
Okay. That's genius right there. Only other thing they could have done was giving you like interchangeable hands or something like that. That's the one thing that Star Wars Black Series is missing. I've talked about this plenty of times.
This reads like the most like fucked up D&D alignment chart.
Yeah.
Like if up here is like lawful good and down here is chaotic evil.
What's all this stuff?
What the hell's going on here in the middle?
So funny. Yeah, man, I think interchangeable hands and faceplates and stuff are the only like line between domestic and import stuff in terms of like bang for your buck or like true like stuff like that. I think and I think we're getting there too, man. Like these Jazzware Fortnite figures are coming with interchangeable faces now. It's nuts. But then no hands. Oh no interchangeable hands. So like
Yeah, and they still do like the Toy Biz style hands too, where they have like the hinge.
the hinge on the little hand. Like it's just weird, man. I don't know.
Shout out to Al. I just seen him. Shout out to Al Figures. He literally just posted that he got a Hoth Trooper for $10 at the Bodega Weed Spot.
Hell,
I love
yeah.
the hood.
Tell him to get 17 more, and he'll have this
basically
look right here.
$10. It's a steal.
Holy cow, man.
Yeah, in terms of like army building and like really having like a full fleshed out Star Wars display, I mean, it's not going to get better than Black Series.
No doubt. I don't think we talked about this either, but we saw. Well, I guess when we get to Legends, we'll talk about that. We got something to talk about for Legends, right?
It's not on here, but we can start talking about it right now if you want.
Okay. This past week they
yeah.
Was it this past week that they put up the green?
Right?
Oh damn, my bad.
Yeah, I totally forgot about this too.
So yeah, this was basically just a repaint of the gray She-Hulk that we got, which is not actually labeled as She-Hulk. The gray one is labeled as just the Incredible Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Was that the deal?
Yeah.
But this version is actually supposed to be the version that's appearing in the Avengers comic book that's on the shelves right now. I think it's the Earth's Mightiest Heroes Avengers. But she's actually supposed to be a little more like beefier. She's supposed to be larger than she is right here. It's this look, but she's supposed to be like larger. So I don't know what they're doing here. I would have liked for them to just give us a classic She-Hulk and the onesie, or her in her Fantastic Four costume or something like that, which I'm sure is still coming. And I do really like this sculpt, but no, we saw this coming a mile away. But the thing that I wanted to talk about with this was that there is a price increase. It looks like the regular price now. I don't know if this is just for Hasbro Pulse or if this is going to be across the board, but it looks like it's $22.99 is regular price for this. So
yeah,
we may see a price increase across the board for Marvel Legends, which is about the price that they were paying in Canada and other places, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was more, actually. I think it was like $24 USD, almost $30 USD for one Marvel Legends up in Canada. Jeez. Any Canadians in the chat can confirm this?
Yeah, please let us know. We don't want to
$30.
It's interesting because this week at GameStop, we got a bunch of price changes for all of our Hasbro stuff. And now at GameStop, they're $24.99.
Okay. So yeah, I guess
so. God dang. The neck is going up. Those Predators we saw were, I think, $34.99.
Yeesh.
Right. I'm not really concerned though, because with the amount of time that we see Legends and everything going on sale on Amazon, on Target, and different places and stuff like that, we're still in a golden era of Hasbro product.
Yeah,
it's still. I don't think it's a huge deal.
Very true. I think once it starts creeping up to like 30, then we're in hot water. But
yeah, sure.
Yeah, especially if they're not slowing down on the releases either. Like,
right? Sure. If they don't slow down
last year, geez.
And if it goes up to 30 and it's not more interchangeable hands and heads options in the packs, then it's like, all right, now you get a little crazy.
Exactly.
And this is no bath piece either. So this is just a single figure, not even like a deluxe, $22.99.
Yeah. They could have at least given one more set of hands there. Come on. They got to start doing the open hands with the finger spread kind of sculpt for all of their characters. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
That's wild.
We got a super chat here real quick if you want to.
Yeah, Bo Biggs once again hit us with a little Jefferson action. What's up, A.C.B.A?
Shout out to Bo Biggs. He sent me the Viper this past week.
Oh, nice.
And I did like a little quickie like overview and update video that's kind of like buried in the channel. You guys should check it out. But I looked at the Viper figure and quickly looked at the Cobra Trooper figure side by side, and that Cobra Viper is very, very good. Another like army builder that is top fucking notch, man. So
I got one too.
Oh, you got one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you got to open that bad boy.
It was
You gotta
just there. I said it on my podcast. I was shocked that it was not only there, but there weren't like 4, 45-year-old dudes hovering over it, fighting over it, throwing hands.
Nice.
It was great.
Dude.
I just walked in and it was there. I couldn't believe it.
And listen, all of us on the podcast are still looking for a firefly. So anybody out there, if you come across a case of fireflies, then let us know. I watched Robo's review of Firefly this past week too, and that's another one that's very, very nice. Utilizing, you know what they're doing well is reusing parts. Everybody's military sort of army dudes, so it makes a lot of sense for a lot of the reuses that they're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the playability with the Viper and the different combinations and stuff you can do, and the fact that he comes with a removable magazine on the machine gun is crazy for a Hasbro $22 figure. So
Right.
real nice, man. But you'll never find a Viper at retail. So
But Bo Big says he swore he wasn't going to do Black Series, but he saw Thrawn and Empire Vader on the shelves, and he just plastic addict. That's how it is.
That is how it is.
Hey, did we get I feel like I saw that there was an announcement for the person who's supposed to be playing.
Yeah, I saw that too. Actually, it's supposed to be.
I don't remember who it was.
I think it's Lars Mikkelsen.
No way.
Okay.
Really?
I believe so.
Yeah, I saw like a side by side.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Halfway through that, I realized you didn't say Mads.
Was there anything else for Legends this past week? I feel like there was one other thing. So there was the She-Hulk pre-order that went up. It went up everywhere. It went up on Hasbro Pulse, and then followed with all the other online retailers, Big Bad Toy Store, of course.
That's about it, according to Toy Arc, at least.
That was it. Nothing else for Legends. I feel like there might have been one other announcement or something. Okay. All right.
For sure. Rick Jones is saying
Lars Mikkelsen here.
Let's go. Yeah, people are saying they never see Joe's on the shelves. Dude, I've seen like one peg of Joe's. That's it.
Wait, these are all kind of. I just want like a good where's his headshot? I just want to see him. You know?
I would just search his name.
I did. I searched.
Come on, Fabio. Don't be opening up your
I'm
Google just
justifying my Google search.
You got us in trouble once before already.
Okay, here we go.
Here's the one you're confusing him with.
That's true.
All right, so it's the guy on the right, correct?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Playing Thrawn.
Okay.
There we go. I got a little bicep action on this one. There you go.
There we go. Wow.
Now,
The Tinder profile pic right there. Just vibing.
That's what I was looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that when they paint him up. I could see that working out for sure.
Yeah, right, for sure.
Yeah.
Good casting, I believe.
Is that a mock-up down there?
Unfortunately.
It's
not a great one.
Yeah, that doesn't look that great, but
well, we can hope that it'll look better than that. So
here's a better one. Well,
and this is supposed to be. No, that looks awful. This is supposed to be him on the Ahsoka series, correct?
Yeah, on the Ahsoka TV show.
Okay,
that's
so
it.
we're gonna see a lot of Rosario Dawson. This year that's supposed to be dropping or next year?
Who knows?
Rick would know.
Yeah, he's one of those Star Wars guys.
Is John Papa Sergio around?
He's he's always in the cut somewhere, man.
All right. That's about it though for Legends though.
Okay.
That's it. You guys want to talk like pickups or WandaVision or stuff like that?
Yeah, let's talk about WandaVision. Unfortunately, we're not 100% sure about Dave right this moment. He had a little emergency, so I'm not 100% sure he might still be able to pop in for a brief moment. We're trying to figure it out behind the scenes, but Yeah, we could talk WandaVision. Oh, wait, hold on, Pete. Did you watch it? You
I
don't
did.
watch shit.
No, I did.
Oh, you did. All right.
I watched it. I watched
All
it.
right,
I had virtually nothing to do at work on Friday, so I just chilled. And I watched it. I also watched quick correction. I said I watched the first 5 episodes of Mandalorian. I did not. It was 3. But I did watch episode 4.
And
it's good. I like it.
okay. It's good.
No doubt.
It's great.
Yes, I could see your wheels turning miles away. That's why you're asking about these.
Exactly.
which Mando sort of wants
Absolutely.
to get. I'll see you.
Yeah. Very not covert at all. Very
No doubt.
very transparent about this.
Thirsty.
I know, right?
But yeah, I saw the first episode and it was unique. it was different.
Sure.
Me and Fabio was talking about it a little bit off air, but I think the production value was very high, and
Yes.
I think that I don't know. I kind of feel like you have to be a little older to appreciate
to truly appreciate it.
what's going on there. And have to have, well, maybe not even older. Maybe you just have to have watched a lot of these older programs.
Yeah, if you ever fell asleep watching Nickelodeon and woke up at 3 a.m. and Nick at Night, I think you're good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly like what Disney Plus does with like everything. Like, yeah, it's it's entertaining for the kids, but like parents are watching this too. So there's parents watching this being like, oh, honestly, the parents are probably the ones who were watching these shows on Nick at Night at this point.
Oh my God, yeah, Jesus.
So that's what me and Boog were kind of saying off air is like it's good. I don't know that like it's super entertaining in terms of it being like a Marvel property show.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really leaning for these first 2 episodes at least, like really doing the vintage TV show vibe and like being super true to it. And I don't like 50s TV shows and sitcoms at all.
Same.
And it's like I get what they're doing and I'm appreciating and I understand that how they're doing it is good, but that doesn't mean I'm like wowed and entertained by it in terms of it being like a Marvel property.
Right.
You're expecting a lot more of like that grandioseness to it, and it's really like very true. Apparently, even the first episode was like filmed in front of a live audience and everything.
Oh, really?
Like,
holy cow!
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Like vintage lights, vintage cameras, sets, like the costumes, everything is all like period, not like new stuff and then like retrofitted through like a Instagram filter to make it look vintage.
Yeah, but that's what I was talking about the production value of it, like the set, the like even the acting and the how they were speaking and like all of that shit was like really well done. But I felt really anxious about, all right, where's the payoff? Where's the like, I felt really anxious about that. It was making me uncomfortable actually. So
I think
it's certainly a lot of build up, and it's like the show itself is still trying to like, almost like how Wanda is almost trying to like still make you believe that, oh no, this is reality, and like, no, this is really it. And you like, if you were watching this with no, context at all, obviously we as fans of this have like known about the build up and what the show has been about for like years at this point. So when we're watching, we already know what's going on, but the show itself still plays, it plays out as if you're completely naive to this, and it is really trying to like fool you at first, and then throw those little like, oh, what's that? Oh, a little weird. Okay. Every now and then to kind of start making you question it. Just like the characters, but like how Boog said, like it makes you anxious because you already know what's going on. You've already seen past all this. So you're just waiting for it to be like, for the characters to catch up, and you're waiting for it to like move on to that next beat. Like we know something weird. They're in Pleasantville and some weird shit's happening, but what next?
Yeah, I think the decision for them to do the first 2 episodes instead of the first 3 was a little interesting because like I know from what I've heard for people that have seen the third episode is like everything we really liked about those like very like surreal kind of like Twin Peaks-esque scenes in episode. Like there were a couple in episode 2, but there was like just one in
Great
episode 1.
reference.
Yeah, but like it just ramps up, and I think as it keeps on going, it's just going to keep on getting more and more and more. You know, as like the storyline fleshes out. Of course, we're keeping it to like spoiler free right now, so I don't want to say too much to people who haven't seen. But like, yeah, like what you said, Fabio, I totally agree. Like the way that the first 2 episodes were, it's definitely geared towards people that are going into it blind, and I can only imagine how much more incredible this would have been if I truly knew nothing about this and it was marketed the entire time as like a 50s like Wanda and Vision television show, and then stuff just starts getting like mad weird like in a couple of the episodes. And I think like you were saying, Boog, like the acting is like very different. Like it's very akin to like, you know, early 60s sitcoms and stuff like that. And I think that the juxtaposition between that and when they switch over to those scenes where they're kind of going like, wait, hold on, something's not right here, makes it like even better. Like even the camera angles were different, and I'm pretty sure that like the lenses they used were different and everything like that. It was really cool. And I think as we keep on going, as we keep on catching up closer and closer to like modern television, that stuff will like just become more and more apparent and stuff. But I'm also wondering if it will have trouble being just as jarring, because like the switch between them just like being like happy-go-lucky like early 60s sitcom to like something very dark and serious was like a complete 180. But I wonder how much more different that will be once we get to like the modern era of like 2000s sitcoms and stuff like that. And I think once we get to that point, they'll have to lean really heavy into all that stuff we like about MCU, which is like story beats and everything like that. They can't, I feel like it won't be just as like a big hit to like your like just when you're watching and then all of a sudden like the tone shifts dramatically. I think they'll have to do something a lot cooler in the later episodes, but I'm super stoked for it. Like I'm really interested in like all like the very subtle like hints to existing like characters that haven't been introduced to the MCU yet.
Yep.
That stuff is like really sick. I really wish we could talk about it, but like, yeah, I don't want.
Yeah, I don't know
How many?
I think it might
How many
be an
episodes?
episode. It's only 2 right now, but I think it's going to be 8. There was a thing that released the official episode count. Let me see if I can find it.
I think there's 9. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I know Bucky and Winter Soldier is going to be like 6.
Oh, whoa.
Really?
Bucky and Falcon, I guess. Yeah.
That's it.
That sucks.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, it's supposed to be like a mini series, you know.
I bet you now. I wouldn't be surprised if they felt like they should have expanded the amount of episodes on everything, considering, you know, where we going and that we and that people are home more now. They probably, you know, I don't know, but I guess they have it all mapped out. I guess they have it all planned out, or had it all planned out with the release of the movies and other things that was supposed to be happening in this next phase. So maybe it'll still all line up. Did we hear anything else about Black Widow's movie?
No.
Not yet, actually. I was just
Absolutely
thinking
nothing.
about that too, because I was actually thinking about the Mezco figures that they teased. Like, it was just like a graphic in a Mezco calendar, and I'm wondering, like, if the movie's been delayed, maybe it'll get delayed enough to where it'll come out at the same time as the Mezco figures instead of like 2 years later, like Thor Ragnarok and everything else.
You know what? I forgot about the She-Hulk show as well. So
yeah.
that could be part of the reason for that single carded She-Hulk release too.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. But I think we talked about this. The She-Hulk show is supposed to be a lot of like actual almost like courtroom drama and shit like that happening.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's incredible.
It's rumored that Matt Murdock might appear in this, you know?
I could see a lot of like low level like C and D list villains appearing in the She-Hulk show.
Stilt Man, calling it now. Stilt Man.
Yeah,
Oh, still,
yeah, I
man,
could
that'd
see
be so
that.
great.
I could see that. A lot of little cameos and shit. She'll be defending some C-list villains and shit like that. Or
speaking of little cameos, though, in WandaVision, you should watch out for it. I think it's in the animated intro of episode 2, Boog. you can see there's a point where they have the Grim Reaper's helmet just like on a shelf, and that's brother of Wonder Man. So it's
Yes.
kind of rumored that Wonder Man might be in this show.
Oh, very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I see Ponch raising his eyebrows because he's getting as tepid as I am about this.
We talked about this before too, as far as the Scarlet Witch and Vision 2-pack popping back up on shelves right before this drop too. So, and I'm seeing a lot of displays with that now too. So maybe we'll, maybe that's another opportunity for you to get that. Put in a lot of use. We still didn't get a SHF Vision either, so I would not be surprised if we see that happening in the next 6 months or so.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would be the last character that you need to build your Team Iron Man and Team Captain America from Civil War, I believe. I think Vision was the only one that we were missing, right?
I want to say. Maybe Hawkeye's costume is a little different. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's the last one we were missing from Team Iron Man for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Do we have Cap's team complete in figure form? Maybe. I don't know. I gotta look that
up. Somebody in the chat said that WandaVision is 9 eps for sure. 9 episodes.
9 episodes.
Right,
okay.
Good. I will say I also love, like you were saying, the acting. It's so period acting. Like it's so funny, especially like Paul Bettany. He's honestly my favorite part. He's almost the comic relief, because he's like this curious robot. So immediately, like everything is so like pleasant and nice, but he's like always wondering, like, so what are we all doing here? Like, what is our purpose? He's like in Always Sunny when Charlie goes back to work for Frank and like the corporation, and he's like, well, what does our company make? He's like, well, we make money. Like, but like, what products? What do we produce? We produce wealth. Like, this is not an answer. But he's like wondering what he's doing at his job, and he's like, just the way that he's selling it, he's just like, what do we do here? It's just so like cheesy, and I was just, especially because as Vision, he's been so like, kind of not underplayed, but like very, very downplayed performance. This is like him hamming it up, especially in episode 2.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that it's great to see him not play a stoic robot anymore.
Right, for sure.
So that's pretty great. There's a lot of like interesting theories about what's going on with like if there's a deeper meaning in like what his job is in the show, and a lot of stuff involving like maybe rebuilding Vision through that or something. It's a lot of really cool stuff that I see like, people being like throwing around on the internet right now.
That's a good thing about the weekly release schedule, as annoying as it is. At least they gave us 2 episodes at once. Yeah. And then subsequent episodes every week. But
I think it's
good because it keeps the conversation going. Like The Boys is great, and I love binge watching it all at once. But as soon as it's over, it gets like 2 weeks of memes, and then it's gone.
Yeah. I think they had to have known that the first episode kind of drags.
Yeah.
And the events of episode 2 make for a better like conversation point than just if it ended at episode 1. It was like, oh, that was a kind of cool tribute to 60s TV, I guess. Right.
And it's like, it's not even like the plot of the episode is like the plot of the overarching narrative. It's literally like the plot of episode 1 is they plan a dinner, and Vision figures out that it's for his boss, and Wanda thinks that it's their anniversary. So they have completely mixed signals going into this thing. Classic sitcom mix up, really fun. But that's not like, we just see that, and then there's like hints to something else, but that's not really like, any substantial overarching narrative,
Very true.
So it's definitely well done for the genre that it's like, supposed to be parodying or, homaging or whatever, but it's, you're not really getting the development that you might want, from an overall story in these first 2.
Yeah.
The next couple after that, like you said, episode 3, that like I think only press has seen, is like saying that that's where the turn really happens.
Yeah, I think I'm very excited to see like the kind of like parodies and tropes they'll like try and incorporate like later, like in the like admittedly like you Fabio, like 60s TV isn't really my thing outside of watching like Nick at Night stuff or whatever. It's definitely I definitely akin 60s TV to back when my babysitter used to just put that shit on and I hated it. I wanted to watch Darkwing Duck. But like and even like 70s TV, like I used to watch Brady Bunch a little bit, but it wasn't for like entertainment. It was just on. And I know for sure they're going to be like parodying and taking tropes from Brady Bunch, from what we saw in the comics, the trailer. But like 80s TV, I think is where I'm going to really start paying attention for sure, or when I'm really going to be able to like pick out the references and tropes, like, and then 90s for sure. And then I'll be lost again in 2000s.
I think that it's honestly you've kind of made me think of a pretty decent question of the week, which I don't know the chat will approve of. Maybe they want to come up with their own, but like, what is everybody's like sitcom growing up? You know, what is like your Mount Rushmore of sitcoms that you grew up with, or like what was your thing that you would wake up to on Nick at Night that you would like actually kind of hate watch? You know, because it was a little annoying.
Hate watch. So good. Serona Games Go says we didn't have a choice in the 80s, basically. For
basically. Sitcoms was like your whole family would sit down and watch some of that. You know, a lot of those shows. So.
Like I stopped watching sitcoms when I stopped living with my parents, because that's something I would like watch with my mom, and I
pretty much
continue to watch them on my own. You know,
I can remember countless times of sitting down and watching like Cosby Show and the Friday night, what was that, TGIF line?
TGIF.
Like
Cosby Show. My parents would never let me watch something like that.
Oh no.
This is when it was all good.
Right.
But
I like the Nickelodeon sitcoms too, like not necessarily the Nick at Night ones, but some of like the kids sitcoms are pretty fun too, like
Josh.
You know, like Smart Guy and the Sisters, you know.
Yeah, earlier stuff, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Smart Guy. A couple of questionable episodes in Smart Guy for sure.
Definitely. All of those, dude, even like as far back as even like How I Met Your Mother, there's questionable, you know, tropes in these sitcoms.
Yeah.
Stuff that we look at now and it's like, ooh, wow, that was a whole like plot line. But
you know what's funny is my daughter was going back and watching like a lot of these older sitcoms and stuff on Netflix and Hulu and whatever. And it's a lot of stuff where you just like, how did that rock back? Like, wow, that's mad problematic. But yeah, a lot of that.
So funny.
We got some good answers in the chat here too. We got some Brady Bunch. We got some Fresh Prince.
Hell yeah.
Definitely a lot of Fresh Prince on my part from Nick at Night.
Yeah, for sure.
I always went back and forth between Nick at Night and Adult Swim. You know, like I'd wake up to different ones depending on the day or whatever. Because I always loved on like between Adult Swim and like regular Cartoon Network, there was like an hour of Boomerang, and that was my jam right there.
Was your Nickelodeon Cartoon Network channels right next to each other or no?
I just used last on the TV.
Okay.
You know,
mine.
You know,
I'm trying to remember.
Mine was always like channel 16 was Nick and 17 was Cartoon Network. So it was always
I don't think they were next to each other in New York. I don't remember that. I remember Nickelodeon back in the day being channel 6 at one point on cable.
I'd have to like think about where I was even living. I must have been in like Florida at the time, and then like into like when I lived in Michigan. So it must have been like 3rd to 4th grade or so when I was like.
But yeah, even later sitcoms like Martin and the Wayans brothers and like freaking Jamie Foxx show, like a lot of like, even in those things, super problematic shit.
I like the Wayans brothers. What was the Wayans brothers one called?
I think it was called the Wayans brothers.
Yeah, okay. And then King of Queens, I liked. This is a little later too, though. Like UPN had like the best sitcoms. It was UPN was cops and sitcoms. I love that. I remember UPN, bro. Before it was before it was the WB to become the CW.
Who was in King of Queens? Which one was that?
That was with Paul Blart Mall Cop and Scientology woman.
Scientology woman.
Wait, was that the redhead chick?
No, that was Reba. Reba was another one that I was into for sure. God, this is the #1 sitcom podcast on the internet. We got some good ones in the chat though. TGIF was the name of the programming block that had
the block. Yeah. It had like Boy Meets
Different
World.
Strokes when Dudley gets molested. That one was questionable for sure.
And Boy Meets World? What?
No, in Different Strokes.
Different strokes. I feel like somebody got like, sexually aggravated like in every single one of those sitcoms. There was always
for sure. I specifically remember in Smart Guy on Nickelodeon. There was the episode
rough.
where like the guy takes them into their basement to like take photos of them surfing, and
it's a new video game.
Whoa,
yeah,
it was rough.
Yeah, hey, you gotta lose that top if you're trying to play this video game. It was just weird. It was weird.
So weird. And TJ did
Golden
the right
Girls,
thing.
Of course, Golden
he
Girls,
told
dog.
an adult, and his dad. I don't know why his dad didn't go over there and fold that guy up like a pretzel, but I guess he just called the cops.
Right. Golden Girls though, that's of course a classic, and that actually holds up like better than most of these shows.
Yeah, I see. So
super questionable, but it's just because they're a bunch of raunchy old ladies. Like, it's okay. Come on, they won't be around much longer. Let them have their fun.
Let them have their
fun. Let's see. Cosby Show, Fresh Prince, of course. Kenan and Kel. Come on now, that's a classic.
Kenan and Kel was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, Drake and Josh, of course. I've watched so much Drake and Josh, dude.
Somebody mentioned the PJs. Did anybody else used to watch that?
Yo, do you remember? Yeah, I remember the PJs. I remember the PJs.
Yeah, dude, that was the claymation one, right?
Yeah,
some of the greatest voice acting for sure. But do you remember when Kel, like this was after Kenan and Kel, and he was just like kind of like doing his own thing, like doing skits and just putting them up on YouTube and shit. And he did that parody of T.I.'s Big Things Poppin'. You ever saw that?
Maybe.
All right, that's a deep cut. You gotta look that shit.
You're gonna have to link that.
Too funny, yo. Too funny.
Boy Meets World, of course. Boy Meets World, dude. That's another. Man, Nickelodeon really had some like banger sitcoms.
They sure did.
Boy Meets World was Disney, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, it was ABC, and then it was on Disney.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it was on Disney when they went to like college, I think, or something like that. And then that's when Disney bought a whole bunch of stuff, and they bought like that, and they bought like Doug, they bought like a bunch of shit, and like all their shit was like rebooted or something. I don't know. A big drama news back in the 90s.
Let's see. Little House on the Prairie, was that a sitcom? Does that count as a sitcom? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. No live studio audience
read
there.
That's So Raven. It's the future she can see, man.
Oh my god.
God, I love That's So Raven, dude. If only she would just stop getting in her own way.
You know, she has a new, like a current show.
Yeah.
That is a continuation or spinoff of that, where she has a kid, and she's got a son and a daughter, and I think they both have powers. Actually,
that's fucked up. You think they see the same shit, or like they see like a different timeline or whatever? I don't know.
I don't remember, but I know my daughter watches it and has been current with it, so I've like kind of seen it over her shoulder, and it's actually pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder what they'll actually be referencing the most in WandaVision in terms of sitcoms.
From what I've seen, just in terms of like the set and everything, and like the costumes for people, it's gonna be a lot of like in the 80s and 90s era. It's gonna be like Full House and My Wife and not My Wife and Kids. Married with Children.
Yeah. Oh, Married with Children. Really interesting.
Married with Children is a good one, and you want to talk about problematic.
Yeah.
Like, every other joke is like my wife should be dead. And it's crazy that Al Bundy has the best life, and he just hates it. He's got a hot wife who's just making him food all day, and he just complains. Come on. All right, what about Growing Pains?
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Just throwing out a bunch of ones from the chat here. Home Improvement and Martin, of course. You know.
Hell yeah.
Steve Harvey Show. Bernie Mac Show. I remember liking Bernie Mac Show. What about Dinosaurs? Remember Dinosaurs? The
God.
The one where it's like a family of dinosaurs.
Yes,
I don't know why.
that was
I hated that show.
And then it was
that
it the
was
ending
like
where
that was a hit for a while, especially
It
as far
was.
as like merchandise goes.
yeah.
Hmm.
Remember how that show ends with like the comets about the asteroid about to hit the Earth and
You know
destroy
what? I forgot about that, but yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, they really did that too.
right? Let's see. George Lopez, dude. I love the George Lopez sitcom, actually. That was cheesy as hell, but I loved it. That kid, man. He had the worst son.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I felt no sympathy for that kid. What about Dawson's Creek? That's not a sitcom. Come on. Pete and Pete. Is that a sitcom? Everybody Loves Raymond. Classic. I guess we're all just trying to figure out what WandaVision might be trying to go for.
Yeah, I think
I'm not really into like 70s sitcoms like Cheers and stuff like that, so I don't know about that. Literally, my only 70s sitcom exposure is that 70s show, which I love.
for sure. They'll probably do Brady Bunch. I think I saw in the trailer like the staircase is very reminiscent of Brady Bunch, and the way like Wanda is dressed looks like a very Brady Bunch-esque. I think I saw some plaid. She's wearing some plaid, so Roseanne immediately comes to mind.
Right. Oh yeah, Roseanne for sure.
But I just
another kind of dark sitcom.
Oh yeah, the ending was mad dark for Roseanne. Holy shit, that was crazy.
And then they brought it back. They brought it back, like recently before she got like fired from ABC, and then like
what was the explanation to that?
Somehow went off the original non-canon ending or something.
No.
It's just really weird.
Yeah, that was crazy. Do you know about the ending of Roseanne Boog or no?
Didn't the father die or something like that?
Yeah, so like the whole show apparently was like a book she was writing, but then some of the characters weren't even real. They were personifications of like her demons and shit. Right? Am I wrong? Like I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, like the long and short is that everything up until like, the first couple of seasons like didn't happen. It was actually like the husband had died and she had been writing the story up until then. And the husband was imagined, but then people hated that. And the next season, they made it so that like that didn't happen.
Yeah,
I don't know. So, it was just really mad confusing.
It was weird. I wish they had the courage to just keep the old ending. To be quite honest,
right?
Because that's one of the greatest talking points of television history. I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't good, but it was.
I had a stepdad growing up who was really into Leave It to Beaver, so I always heard like that theme song. I never watched that show. But whatever, there's that. And then I think Andy Griffith's show is the one with like the whistling theme song.
Yep.
Yes.
That's it.
So there was that.
All right. Our trip down memory lane.
That's it.
Oh yeah. I hope when they get into like the 2000s sitcoms, we get like The Office, and it's just Vision like making Jim faces into the camera.
Basically,
right?
That'd be great.
A lot of like Modern Family type of stuff. But
Absolutely.
I guess it depends how deep they're going to go into the whole sitcom thing before it just switches over to being like a regular TV show.
Xander hit us with $5. He hit us with his list. He's thinking Dick Van Dyke, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Brady Bunch, Family Ties, and Roseanne.
I think that's literally like
that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what the show is. Like I think that's what most of the show is going to be. WandaVision.
Yeah, Dick Van Dyke and Bewitched.
Family Ties.
Yeah, I never watched Family Ties when I was younger, so no idea. I don't even think I've watched a single episode of that. What is this?
Oh, of course, I Love Lucy's got to be in there somewhere, conversation-wise. But yeah, that is our comprehensive, exhaustive list of sitcoms. That inspired us and possibly WandaVision, of course.
No doubt.
That's it.
Was there anything else on the actual topics list?
For the main thing, no. We can just do pickups. Dave he sent you something, right? Like a little thing?
Yeah, he had to like I said, he had a little had to jet out quick over to San Diego. So we should be able to reschedule and get him on next week. But he dropped us a couple of digital sculpts of some stuff that he's working on, 3 3/4 inch. But maybe we should just
wait
save.
Yeah, wait for him to explain it and stuff like that. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
For sure. So
No doubt.
if you want to do pickups, we can just make this a true surgical strike and get out of here under
No doubt.
Honestly,
under
yeah,
2
we hate to
hours.
have misled everyone, but yeah, literally as we were going on, some stuff happened, or even after, like well into our scheduled time.
Oh yeah, these things
Got some
happen.
bad news, so it's all good. We'll obviously we're gonna work around David's schedule and we'll get him on whenever's best for him. Hopefully
doubt.
next week.
Well, I pretty much talked about my pickups. There was the Viper, there was the White Skull, and the Mezco Two-Face. And I got a bunch of stuff that I want to open. I'm going to finish up the reviews for the Stiltman Build-A-Figure and review the Stiltman Build-A-Figure as well. And I'm assuming that I will get the Batman that we just talked about this week as well. So that was everything that I got this past week. What about you, Fabio?
I got nothing this week. I'm waiting to pick up a bunch of stuff like tomorrow, I think. But I actually was trying to go to my comic shop while I was out yesterday to see if they had that Two-Face, but they didn't have it yet. So I was trying to get it, but unfortunately not this week. I got nothing.
Oof.
Pete?
I got the Frogman. I got Peter B. Parker. Pardon me. And I got I don't know, some other shit. I don't know. I got
I saw your picture of Frogman.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty cool figure.
Frogman is great, dude.
Yeah.
Like just for being just such a weirdo character, like it really works. And like a genius reuse of the Doc Ock bug. Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah. I started the review of that, like I was like halfway through, but that was one of the things that I said, like I would have never seen this particular reuse coming for Frog.
Absolutely.
Genius.
It's really great. And
funny, I actually saw that speaking of that Frogman, Marvel Comics like featured Frogman in an issue earlier this week, I think, or maybe last week. And there's a panel I'm looking for where they're giving a description of who Frogman is, and they're saying like, no endorsements, no action figures, no this, no that. He's just the worst. But technically, we have the figure already.
That's so funny.
Not quite true anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna look for it real quick while.
We should have just had John Papa Sergio on the show tonight, but he just posted up something that said the set from WandaVision first episode was mirrored from Dick Van Dyke Show.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, and actually the Dick Van Dyke thing, there's a direct reference in like the intro, because like one of the recurring jokes in Dick Van Dyke is that he's like always tripping over furniture.
Okay.
It's so funny. Like Dick Van Dyke falls he does a pratfall. It's hilarious. It kills every time, I assure you.
Yeah.
And
the true peak
Vision
of early
almost does
60s.
that in the opening of like when he comes in through the door carrying her through the threshold.
Oh,
and he like almost trips on the chair, and then he like phases through it instead.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very cute. I know.
I picked up that the Bat motorcycle. I got it off GameStop. It's just
the McFarlane one.
Yeah, it should be getting here Monday, so I'm pretty stoked on that. But that's really it. I guess I didn't get much. Oh, I got the. What am I talking about? I ordered this Jackie Chan head sculpt last year, and it finally came. I say last year as if it was not 2 weeks ago, but it's really great. Jackie Chan head sculpt right here.
Hey, did you see The Foreigner with Jackie Chan?
No,
that movie?
I started it, but I didn't finish it. I'm really stoked to see it. Did you?
It's a great movie. Yeah, I saw it like 3 times.
Incredible. Damn.
I don't think I've seen that one. I'm more of a Rumble in the Bronx type of Jackie Chan fan.
You got to check this out though, Fabio. It's very good modern Jackie Chan, older Jackie Chan playing to his actual age and but still martial arts and espionage and it's actually very good, man. Check it out. It's on Netflix actually.
Hell yeah. So let's do plugs and pop out, huh? I guess.
Yeah.
No doubt. I'm kind of hungry.
We're gonna have to change the title of this episode too.
I changed it once we knew.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, this week I'll be just continuing with reviews. So hang out with me on the channel. Nothing else too crazy going on. I'll get my top 10 up finally, and just a few reviews. That's pretty much it from me. Fabio.
I'm still working on my top 10 list, so stick around to my Instagram and my YouTube here, Fobster and Fobster360, to stay informed when all that drops. I'm still working on the photos and everything. I took a little intermission. I had a bunch of setups done, and then I took a break to do a photo for 112 Day, just to like get an entry up, just because it's all random draw anyway, so I might as well just throw one up.
Very nice.
I don't know how many entries you're allowed. If it's random draw, you got 10 entries, that kind of sucks. But
what's the prize they're giving away?
I don't think they've announced, but usually it's some kind of, oh, they did announce it's an exclusive, unreleased, super rare figure, apparently.
Who would have thought?
Probably going to be a white skull, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, they're picking 12 winners, though, so maybe not. I'd probably be black skulls.
Yeah. Red skull.
Right, yeah.
Watch,
So,
it's gonna be a red skull with red accessories.
Honestly, I mean, I actually really like the crimson skull heads. I used that for the photo I took, and they're actually like really nice. I wouldn't mind like getting an extra like black skull or something just to have like a red skull body to display somewhere. But anyway, yeah, I got my top 10 coming out. Go on YouTube right here at Fobster, Instagram at Fobster360, Twitch at Fobster360, and that's it.
Hell yeah. I have been streaming a lot on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I usually just play like an hour of a game and then unbox figures and whatnot. I might just not play video games. I don't know. I just and like I take calls from like people in the Discord and stuff, and we kind of do like a pseudo, like I ask them questions and they ask me questions and stuff. It's cool. It's like super fun. Last night I streamed for like 6 hours. I didn't think I would go that long. I was definitely feeling like early podcast vibes then, from when we used to go like 5-6 hours. Jeez Louise.
No doubt.
But that was really fun. I had a couple of great guests from around the community. It's really cool to talk to people about toys and like their life and stuff. It's super tight. So if you ever want to catch me live, I usually go live at 8 on my YouTube channel on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But aside from that, produced videos, I'm as always working on Posing Ain't Easy and other shows. I want to launch a new show called Figure Update or whatever, but I want to get my display room organized and stuff, so the first episode can be a recap and a figure room tour. Everybody loves room tours, so
I love them.
That's it. I think they're truly some of the most interesting.
I feel like
content.
I need to do another one pretty soon as well.
Oh, you got it, dude, for sure. So I'll be doing that. And that's basically it. Join the A.C.B.A. Discord. We always hang out there. The link is in the description below. Join the A.C.B.A. Reddit for sure.
Please.
And yeah, that's it. Boog, you want to take us out? Let's go.
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks for hanging out. As always, first of all, thanks to everybody who sent us a super chat or a donation at all. Like I said, the how Google works is on a monthly system, but I think that the past super chats that came in were before the payout schedule. So within this next one, we are going to cash in on these donations and upgrade our equipment. So that will happen within this month. So again, thank you to everybody who has been donating. Really appreciate you guys. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit the bell down there. And until next time, peace.
Bye.